Now, Trevor, I almost said Trevor Noah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, so sorry, Trevor Noah. But anyway, Trevor and Eve Mungai have been going through it. First of all, there were rumors about their breakup. Then there was the car accident. Just a series of unfortunate events. And then finally, they announced that they had broken up with each other. Now, there were allegations, very serious allegations that were made by both parties actually, where at some point there was this rumor going around that Trevor was actually physically abusive towards Eve Mungai, and it caught on like a wildfire. And obviously, you know, we're going to take the side of the victim. We're going to rally against her and say, how dare you do this, especially in this climate. We're talking about femicide, and here you are laying hands and everything. And then fast forward, they've broken up, so we don't know if it's about this story or another. But now Trevor is actually coming out to clear his name and saying no such thing happened. If anything, I am the victim. And he actually went on an interview and narrated how he was the one who was experiencing physical abuse in their relationship, which comes as a shocker because after all we did for Eve Mungai, after the way we rallied around her, and now we're like, who do we believe now? There's your story, there's her story, and there's the truth. What exactly is the truth? However, he says that he's the one who had bandages, and the story that was apparently leaked to one popular site, which is Edgar Barre's channel for gossip and tea. He says the person who leaked this information, or rather this story about Eve Mungai being assaulted in their relationship, was actually Eve Mungai's best friend. So he says clearly there were sinister intentions, and this happened the night after she physically abused me. So for her to control the narrative, he alleges that she used her best friend to leak a story to Edgar Barre and to garner sympathy towards her so that he could never come out with his side of the story. But it actually gets more interesting because now we want to know what exactly happened. He says he was just chilling in the house, you know, the way you're just relaxing at home, you and your partner, and she comes in and finds that he was using her charger, her phone charger. And she got very irritated and upset about it, that she unplugged his phone and threw the phone. After that, there's a back and forth, to which she picks up a cooking stick and continues to assault poor Trevor. Now, I know it sounds kind of funny because unachapo na mwiko, what's happening? This is kind of interesting. But then he also had the evidence where he had a bandage around his head, and I'm like, wow, a physicals. And I'm not trying to minimize or take away from your story and your experience. It must have been traumatizing if it is true. But, you know, he says all of this started because she was irritated about a phone charger. After the back and forth, she picked up a muiko and decided to do the thing. I understand how when you be together with your partner for a hot minute, like, as in I could die for you, but don't touch my stuff. I kind of understand where that emotion is coming from. It sounds petty. It sounds like such a weird thing to fight over. But sometimes, like, right now, I can't share a spoon like with my partner, but you know, I would lay my life. I would catch a grenade for this man. But a spoon is where I draw the line. So maybe if Mungai's line was a charger, you know, how dare you use my charger? It can't be getting into very many phones. It's exclusively to get into my phone. So I don't know. It's a very interesting story, but I kind of understand why such a small fight over such a small thing escalated. Clearly there were things that were going on, and this small thing was the trigger for everything.
I feel like sometimes men are just oblivious, like they don't know. You know, you've seen the videos where like two people are driving in the car and the wife is staring at her phone, she's mad, and the person who's making her mad is over there just jamming as he's driving. And you're like, Yani, you don't know why I'm angry. You don't know why I am in this condition, you know? It's usually like very oblivious, just like they're living in utopia and they have no idea what they've done. But unfortunately, there's an accumulation of the same. It could be, especially with chargers. Let me tell you, people have such interesting relationships with their chargers. Imagine you're just about to charge your phone You go and look for it where you left your charger. It's missing. You call your partner. They're like, oh, I'm sorry. I actually didn't remember to remove it from my bag. I carried it. It's here with me. You are in an urgent position of trying to charge your phone. And this idiot has your charger. Are you coming back? Are you coming back to bring it? Like, there is there's something so personal about chargers I can't explain. And like specifically chargers that I can't explain. But I think this is also a level of oblivion on his part, because yes, she may have blown up about the charger, but there were clearly other things going on with this person that he wasn't, I don't know, keen on, or he didn't know. I don't know. Either way, we can't justify domestic violence if at all it happened. Hilarious as this story is, like, imagine a person, she's so tiny, chasing him around the house with a mwiko. It's a funny story, but it does not negate from the fact that it was a traumatizing experience on his part, and he was a victim of domestic violence, which we do not condone in any form, shape, or as hilarious as it sounds. Like, we do not condone that. So yeah, for that she is at fault, and she should have apologized. Yeah, but yeah, can you imagine? Yeah, it's the same energy as you're going to bed and your partner is over there just snoring in oblivion. You're so tired, you just want to sleep. You just want to sleep. You know, it's like a small generator that is starting on the side of the bed, and you cannot sleep. Even worse, they decide to turn and face you, so it's right in your ear. And like you can hear this annoying human being snoring. Like, you love them to death, but their snoring is killing you because you can't sleep. Like, you've not been able to sleep all week because of this persistent snoring. Yes, I know you're sick, you have a flu, and that's why you're snoring, and I understand the circumstances, but it does not negate from the fact that I have not been able to sleep because of your snoring. You know what I mean? It's just like the next day you're just triggered, you're angry, you're just like, oh, they don't understand what they did wrong, but they did something wrong to you, and you're still mad about it. As I said, couples, the relationships are just such interesting little bubbles that only people inside them would understand. So yeah, I understand where she may have come from, but it's still violence, and we do not condone that, or it should not be allowed anywhere. People just need to apologize and pay for the consequences of their actions. Oh, that was long-winded. Haya. Speaking